Hello, everybody. This is Creation again with Situation with Creation. And today's topic is about successful same sex loving people. My guest today is Breouna Anderson. You want to say hi, Bree?
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be a guest today.
Okay, so do you want to give a little bit of background on who you are and what you do, or you just want to kiki it up, or what you want to do?
I'll give a little background. My name is Brianna. I am a life coach, wellness minister, author, whole list of things. But I am ready to get into the situation with Mr. Creation. I, yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so today we want to talk about success. So first, let's define the word success. So what is success to you? What does that mean? Or your definition of success?
Well, my definition of success, I would have to say, would be loving what you do, being comfortable in what you're doing, being financially, or at least setting yourself up to be financially secure.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, for me, success for me is first knowing who I am and where I want to go and be in life. And then setting those goals. And sometimes, it may take a little bit of time to get there, but if you accomplish little steps at a time, that'll keep you confident and that'll keep that encouragement up inside the self esteem, because sometimes dreams take a while, they're not overnight successes. So to me, success is when I can be patient and enjoy the level that I'm at, because sometimes people may judge me by how much money I got or what kind of situation I'm in. But to me, if I'm happy within myself, I love myself, I'm at peace, then I'm already successful in the area or at the stage of living that I'm at. So that's what I think success is for me. Now, like today, we're talking about same sex loving people being successful. So, do you find being a same sex loving person a hindrance or maybe a problem in your line of work? Or what's your experience?
Um, I can speak from past situations, not any current things, but from past situations, I have noticed that sometimes people are, how can I say this? They are intimidated
Mm,
by someone that's more successful than them because sometimes, well, in the dynamic of being a lesbian, sometimes other women are considered dominant or the aggressive one in the relationship, and sometimes when you're more successful, that could become a problem. But I would say, pick a partner that loves to see you win, that wants to celebrate your success, that wants to cheer you on, and that will make all the difference.
okay, all right. I mean, I agree with that. Not that I should agree or disagree, but I understand what you're saying is what I should say. And I understand what you're saying because for me, since I mean, I have a relationship with the creator, that's a relationship, but I don't have any physical romantic type relationship as of yet. So to me, I focus on like who I am as a person, making sure that I love myself daily, not in a conceited way, but in a way that's peaceful and that even if I had nobody else around, I'm still going to be content with who I am. Because my partner coming in, if I were to get a partner, success with that would just be an add in of understanding who they are, not wanting them to make me something. I'm already complete before I meet the partner. The partner is an add in, not a need. Like, I need to be with someone. No, I don't need to. As long as I got the creator, I'm good. I'm at peace. But if I do find that special someone, that's just a bonus and an added to share, my spirituality with the Creator. And any hindrances with that is that in some of the scenes that I've been in, a lot of gay people, for me, are not, they're more focused on the physical aspect, like, the sex, or the intimacy, or the physical attraction, I should say, because I don't want to say bad stuff or words that I'll get in trouble for. But they're more into, let's go into the bathroom or whatever. But there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, if that makes you happy, you do what you want to do. But for me, I'm looking for someone who can compliment me and or flow with me. They don't necessarily have to be just like me. They could be an opposite. But if we have that understanding, it'll work. If we can understand how to work with the opposites. But like I try to teach, or I try to remember to myself that, I mean, I don't get lonely, and I meet a lot of people who are needing that outward, comfort, I guess, or that support, which is nothing wrong with that, but I would try to teach, to be comfortable with just being with yourself. Like I'll go to the movies by myself. I'll go on a trip by myself. That's how, to me, that's peaceful. And some people may say, "Oh, how are you going by yourself?" It's like that's just the way. I mean, growing up in Cleveland and really being scared to go out into the neighborhood because of the gangs and stuff, I had to learn to be content with just being to myself, and then I was not lonely or worried about if nobody was around, because my idea was, to stay safe to myself, and when I'm around people, just act in a way that won't cause them to jump on me or harm me. So enough about, I can talk forever. So what about you? You have anything about success you want to talk about in terms of relationship, work, money, whatever, however, whatever subject matter that you want to talk about?
So I would like encourage other not just other lesbians but other women to go after what they want, and don't hold back. Don't let anyone tell you that you're nothing. Don't
Hmm.
let anyone deter you from moving to what you want to do in life. Um, because I'm living proof. Maybe we'll get into that another episode of situational creation. But I've been through a lot of things in my life, and I definitely did not allow those situations to deter me from my focus on wanting to have success. Um,
Okay. Well, you're talking about your life situation. You have a book out. Is that correct? You have a book out there, based on your personal experience in life. If you want to talk about that, you can. If not, pretend I never even said it.
um, yeah, I do have a book out, and um, it's called The Pieces of Brie. It's on Amazon. You can stream audio or you can buy the book, paperback version. Um, and yeah, it's a memoir of my life, and it goes into some pretty dark times in my life. So, um, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll put a link down into the YouTube channel where you can click on the link and purchase that, or just check it out to see find out about the pieces of brie. And well, thank you for explaining that, and that you have a book out there. I commend you for having the courage to even go out to even put out something so personal, and so I don't know what is the word. So like emotionally, invest. Emotionally, maybe not challenged, but like emotionally invested in. But yeah, I mean, in terms of success, I think that once people are who they are and happy with they are already successful. Now the next step after that is, what do you want in life? Like me, I think I'm very successful in terms of like spirituality. I have things out there, informational, educational things that can help people who are like me. And I'm glad that I did that, because I know in the beginning people told me that I should do that in case, like, if I die, what are you going to do with that information? They will never have access with that. So like I said, when I first started this YouTube not ministry. I'm thinking Peace Pattern Ministry, but the YouTube for the situation with creation, I thought it's like a legacy, like my personal perspective of what I believe about my personal experience in life. And that if somebody were ever to see it and they were going through similar situations, they would say, "Oh, I see that he said that he did this. Maybe that'll work for me." And I also written some books, based on my personal experience in being a gay man and spirituality and things like that. But I'm not gonna talk about that today. I'll do a separate video for that when this is us on here today. But other than that, to me, I think success has to be defined by the person who's living the life. Success should never be defined by what somebody else thinks that you should be doing, because then you're trying to live up to a standard which you maybe not able to do, and then that's going to cause a lot of internal turmoil. Or you're not going to feel so happy because you're trying to get up, because I moved to Fargo, North Dakota because of that. And so I know that living by my faith and what I believe as what I think is successful, what I want to do in decision making works for me. My life is very prosperous for what I want to be. Maybe somebody has more, that's great. But for me, I feel content in what I already have. And I want to increase. The sky is the limit. But other than that, anything else you want to talk about today, Miss Brianna?
Um, what about things that you have accomplished?
Oh, what I've accomplished. Okay. So what I've accomplished is within the past, I would say 6 years, I came to Fargo. First I went to King State University, and that was in 2016. And I left there and I came to Fargo because I felt like I was only following other people's, way of living, which is working for them. But for me, I was doing it, but it's not really who I am. But they're successful at it, but I'm a different person. They're not gay like me. Not that that's a problem, but it's just a different experience in life. I'm a black man, and I have to figure out how do I, live my life with those two minority ideas. So I left um, Kent State. I was in Kent, Ohio. I came out here to Fargo, and people was like, "Oh my God," because I looked at a video and it was like snow everywhere, and I thought, "Oh, I'll never go out there." And then I saw like a video that talked about the city itself and like transportation, what it looks like. I said, "Oh, it's just another city. It's not farmland. It's not any of those things." And so I came out and I thought, I'll write a book and just keep notes about the things. Since I'm starting my life over in Fargo, I'm gonna write a book based on that idea of starting life over. And so I did. I wrote a book called Creative Pattern, A Peaceful Way of Living, where it talks about my spirituality and my experiences being a gay black man, and how you can be spiritual and starting over trying to find the truth within, because not that the systems that are set up are evil, it's just that they were not for me. And so then I thought I got a ministry. I thought I'll start a ministry for LGBTQIA, people like me, and also for allies. I mean, peace is for everybody. But as a gay black man, I don't see a lot of representation of spirituality for gay people. So I thought, I'm going to start this ministry and put my ideas of my spirituality as a gay man and see if it resonates with anybody else, and maybe start a community and say, you know what, if you're having issues with other, faith systems, peace pattern is peace with the creator of creation, because I didn't create myself, peace with myself, peace with others. And I believe that that would be a good foundation for spirituality. And then you just go out and figure out who you actually are in peace and live that way, and things that make you happy without all of the feedback or the judgment about something telling you to be something other than who you actually created to be. So to me, those are the successful things I think I've done from the inside to the outward. I mean, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm not in poverty anymore. I got out of poverty, and I'm thankful for that. But it still depends on how I use the money, because I can have enough, but then, I'm spending way too much on this and that. But I have it, is the idea that peace brought me a prosperity from the Creator, that I can live the life and eat the things and go to the places that I want to go, with proper planning. Of course, I can't just jump on the jet and just zoom out to, Hawaii, but I can save for it. I have I have the job, and the ministry and the books, and I have a lot of things that the creator has blessed me with that I can actually help and educate people in their path to peace. And so I'm very thankful for that. And those are the things that I think that I have done that I think are successful. Your turn. Your turn,
Oh,
Minister.
I'm on the spot. Um, so I wanted, I think the first biggest thing that I've ever did um, was become a life coach. And if you purchase my book, you'll find out why. But I think turning pain and anger and hurt into trying to help someone else through that pain, anger and hurt. Um, I think that was like the biggest um, goal or success for me. I have also become a travel agent. I love traveling. I love to make memories and just live life in peace. Honestly, that's my goal. Um, I recently got my real estate license, so I'm really excited about that. Um, and I have a lot of other successes, but I would say being a life coach is my favorite one because it's something so dear to me. Um, and I would say that's the best success I feel for me.
That's fantastic. You're a realtor, travel agent, you wrote a book. I like the idea about trying to transform a negative to a positive, because a lot of people don't know how to do that. And I think you being a life coach can really be a help to someone who's struggling, because the world doesn't really teach you how, they teach you how to cope, but they don't teach you how to transform or conquer. Things in the past have happened, they are real, but you can always change your situation from in here. You may not, we're born into a situation that we didn't create, but in here, we can change this at any time we want to. We can meditate, train our minds to be in the way that we want ourselves to be, and nobody can stop us from doing that. So thank you very much for all your wisdom, and I encourage you to do more, that you're doing and helping people in society, as a peace minister, wellness minister, because, I'm the peace minister, you're the wellness minister, but they still work hand in hand, obviously. And other than that, let's see, what else can we talk about today? I don't even know, like what same-sex loving, people being successful. Um, I guess I don't know. I guess I would say that if you're struggling as like a gay person, do not do not gauge yourself or evaluate yourself based on what someone else is doing, because relationships are different. Being a gay person is even different than being a lesbian. So, a woman being a lesbian or gay or same sex loving person is different than how I would be a same sex loving person. So, for me to look at media or TV and the relationships and all the drama movies, I really can't, you know, go with those understandings of how to proceed as a gay person. So I encourage people to, try to find like minded people that are like themselves, and don't think that because you are a gay person that is an evil thing, or that you're an anomaly or an abomination to nature. Because there's penguins out there doing it, seagulls out there doing it. It's just as natural as breathing the wind, the air. And so I would encourage you to try to find that peace within and accept your who you are as being gay. Some people don't even want to be labeled, but if you do have that same sex attraction, it's normal. It's different than heterosexual. Yes, and heterosexual is normal for procreation and the things that it does. And same sex loving people is just as normal. It's just a spiritual relationship as far as my perception or perspective is concerned. So, I mean, we can get some more into that in other segments and have other guests on to, expound upon that. But today, I just wanted to talk with Bree and get her on here because I think she does wonderful things. She's very encouraging, and I think she's a great role model. She won't be able to fit out of the Zoom as well. But but I just want to get on and just say, that gay people are successful as well. Gay people are spiritual as well, and it is normal. It's not an anomaly. It's not a circus person. Oh, look at the circus group. The circus acts. They're the gay people. No, we're normal. Just as heterosexuality is normal, same-sex loving relationships are normal as well. You got any last words, Minister Bree, Wellness Minister Bree, for us today? No? Okay. All right. Well, this is Situation with Creation. If you have any comments, please put them down below. We'll be happy to answer your questions. And other than that, you everyone have a peaceful day, and we'll see you later. Situation with Creation out. Bye bye. Peace.